Good evening. Welcome to the Limerick Lens.
The headlines tonight.
With car theft on the rise across Limerick, Gardaí and mechanics are working on innovative new ideas to help bring these numbers down.
Volunteers at Limerick Animal Welfare are under increasing pressure as they struggle to keep up with the growing number of animals that need care.
One city centre venue has launched a new initiative that will hopefully see young Limerick comedians get their foot in the door of a competitive industry.
Our main story this evening, a surge in car thefts is causing concern across County Limerick. Gardaí are urging vehicle owners to take extra safety precautions. Our reporter Holly Burke has the story.
There has been a staggering increase in the amount of vehicle thefts in the Limerick area in recent months. We spoke with a crime prevention officer in Henry Street Garda Station who has advised for motorists in Limerick.
The best thing they could do is to retrofit an immobiliser, or alternatively there's excellent security products for locking cars. So you have your handbrake lock, which is very good, but make sure you spend a few bob on it, you know what I mean? I mean, there's no point in getting a cheap one, they'll just break that. And then also the steering wheel lock, they should be good, hefty metal products.
These thefts have had a huge impact on local residents. Victims like Cathal O'Mahony have faced disruptions in their daily lives.
My car was broken into outside my house and I had a broken car key that was taken, and obviously they went back and fixed that key because about 6 weeks after that I came out of my house in the morning to go to work and my car wasn't where it was parked.
According to the CSO, 7,659 vehicles were reported as stolen in 2023 across the country, which is a 23% increase from the year before. Immobilisers are one integral piece of equipment in theft prevention. A garage owner tells us how this device works to ward off would-be car thieves.
The ignition switch, which in turn has to correspond with the key, and if either isn't there, the car won't start.
So the message is clear. Limerick motorists have to be wary of their cars both on the road and in their driveways. Holly Burke, Limerick Lens.
Thanks, Holly. Limerick Animal Welfare is calling for donations as it has seen a rapid increase in animals being abandoned nationwide. The volunteer workers rehome thousands of animals each year. Cillian Foley reports.
Limerick Animal Welfare was founded in 1983. Over the past 36 years, thousands and thousands of animals have passed through their doors on their way to their forever homes. The vast majority of their funds comes from the generosity of the Limerick people, as well as their 3 charity stores within the city. All the locations are staffed by volunteers.
The charity aims to rescue and rehome as many animals as it can.
We are trying to rescue and rehabilitate and rehome stray and abandoned animals.
4 years on, the charity is still suffering from the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic, with their number steadily increasing year on year since 2020.
Yeah, it's definitely getting worse, not better. At the moment, we've seen so many animals coming in through the shelter. There's an increase in the numbers, especially the dogs. We rescue dogs, cats, horses, goats, rabbits, with a few hens, so quite a few different species.
An example of the crucial work Limerick Animal Welfare does would be Bobby. Bobby is a 1-year-old dog that was rescued by the sanctuary with a broken leg. He has since had surgery, and after a long recovery he was being brought to his new forever home on the day that we were visiting. Limerick Animal Welfare depends and survives on the charity and donations of others, with all of their staff made up of volunteers.
We are a charity, so we need funds, so we need donations. We rely on people to donate to the charity to keep us going.
They're always looking for help and aid from the Limerick people to keep their cause alive. This is Cillian Foley, Limerick Lens.
The comedy scene is back on the up again in Limerick after a challenging few years for the art and entertainment industry, with local clubs gaining traction in recent months. Our reporter Corey O'Brien has more.
Don't worry, I've done a course in stand-up comedy.
After a quiet number of years, comedy is well and truly back to its best in Limerick, with local clubs such as Four Corners Comedy leading the revival for the Treaty County.
The reason I started this club, because there was nothing really in Limerick. There was Shez Lefab that did it the odd time or stuff, but I'm doing it more regular. But yeah, there's another club that does it once a month, Mike Drop Comedy, but the rest of the stuff then was more professional.
Although there has been a sharp rise in gigs around the county, Liam Duffy believes that improved financial support for comedians can easily be achieved to encourage them to pursue their passion.
Because a lot of people, if they really want to run for it, they have to give up a lot of work, and they end up maybe on social welfare when they shouldn't need to be, and there should be a more accessible way to get day-to-day support for a time to pursue things like this.
However, local venues continue to provide priceless opportunities to up-and-coming comics and remain at the heart and soul of what is an integral part of the Irish culture.
I'm living in Limerick at the moment, so it's great to see kind of small clubs like this is where you kind of cut your teeth, especially for kind of up-and-coming comics and stuff like that. It's hard to get stage time, so any new gig or avenue like this, and especially in Limerick.
Despite setbacks in recent years, it's clear that comedy and the arts entertainment is back on the rise in Ireland, and it's thanks to local pubs like Katie Daly's here in Limerick. Corey O'Brien, Limerick Lens.
And now over to Alex on the sports desk.
Welcome to the sports desk. First off, soccer. Real Madrid and Manchester City will lock horns in the Champions League quarter-finals. It is a repeat of last year's semi-final in which Man City ran out convincing winners. Their English counterparts Arsenal will also be facing Bayern Munich in London. Also tonight, the Republic of Ireland will take on England at the Aviva Stadium in the UEFA Women's European Championship qualifiers. Eileen Gleeson's side will be looking to bounce back after their 1-0 defeat to France last Friday. And finally, the Irish women's rugby team gear up for their clash against Wales this weekend for the third week of the Guinness Women's Six Nations. So far, the women have underperformed in this year's campaign with 2 losses against France and Italy, and they'll fight to stay above Wales, who join them at the bottom of the table. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is on the rise. One club in Limerick City, Origins Jiu-Jitsu, founded by Dimitri Andre and Enrique Buda, has seen a rise in the number of people applying for membership. More on this story from our reporter, Oisin Nolan.
Brazilian native Dimitri came to Limerick 5 years ago. 3 years later, he established Origins Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Club, a space for people of all cultures to build confidence and learn self-defense.
Jiu-Jitsu is about martial arts who teach you how to defend against someone stronger and heavier than you with joint locks, leverage and chokes.
Since it started here in Limerick, Origins has increased its membership significantly over the last year.
As an immigrant, I was looking to build a place together with my partner that people could feel that they are welcome here. We are really proud, like we have around 150 students from 21 different countries.
Although it seems like an entirely physical activity, there is also a mental strength element to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
The techniques, of course, are important, need to be trained. Building the confidence to defend yourself and show you that you are worth of defend yourself is the most important thing about self-defense.
What do students think of the class?
I'm a personal trainer, so I'm very into sports and exercise. I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. Today's my 4th class and Dimitri is amazing and I'm loving it.
We learned a lot from Dimitri during the class and even got involved ourselves. If you would like to know more about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or try it out for yourself, you can check out their Instagram page at OriginsBJJ. Oisin Nolan, the Limerick Lens for Limerick Voice TV in Limerick City.
And now over to Stella for a quick update on the weather.
Good afternoon. It is bright and breezy today with some spells of sunshine and a few scattered showers. Highest temperatures of 8 to 12 degrees with occasionally gusty northwest winds which will ease later. As of now, Limerick City is experiencing a comfortable temperature of 12 degrees with humidity levels of 75% and a gentle breeze blowing from the west at 20 kilometres per hour. Looking ahead to tonight, it will be mainly dry, but rain and drizzle will develop in the southwest early in the night and will extend to most areas overnight, becoming heavy at times. Lowest temperatures of 2 to 7 degrees early on, but becoming milder later and freshening south to southeast winds. Stay tuned to Limerick Lens for further updates and have a wonderful evening ahead. Back to you, Joe.
Thanks, Stella. Our main story again. Gardaí are promoting new ways to stop the concerning rise in car thefts across Limerick. Drivers are being encouraged to use immobilisers and wheel locks to bring this number down quickly.
That's all from us here in the Limerick Lens studio.
From all the team, both in front of and behind the cameras, thanks for joining us.
Slán go fóill, agus iarrthóir.